Do you want to live forever? Or at least make it to the moment when pensions will be paid in money again, not in promises? We were sold the idea of a healthy lifestyle as a religion. Eat broccoli, run in the morning, drink smoothies that taste like swamp moss, and you'll become an immortal Highlander. I'll reveal the secret right away. You won't. Most likely you will simply die absolutely healthy, but very tired and hungry. Today we will break down 33 myths about a healthy lifestyle that do not prolong life, but only make it unbearably boring. Get ready. Now we will trample on your faith in the miraculous power of kefir and morning workouts. Let's go. Fact 1. Breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. It's marketing. Eat breakfast yourself, share lunch with a friend. Remember that saying? We were hammered with the idea that if a man doesn't stuff himself with scrambled eggs with bacon or porridge in the morning, he'll faint by noon like a delicate lady. Supposedly, the metabolism won't start, and you'll immediately begin to get fat. In reality, your metabolism works around the clock, even when you're snoring. And the cult of breakfast was invented in the early 20th century by cornflakes manufacturers. Hello, Dr. Kellogg. All just to sell grain. Before that, people ate when they wanted to eat, not when the alarm rang. If in the morning you can't even look at food without disgust, don't torture yourself. Skipping breakfast is now fashionably called intermittent fasting, and strangely enough, it's useful. So a cup of black coffee is a perfectly normal start to the day. Your body isn't stupid. It won't die of hunger by noon. Fact 2. Red wine is not good for the heart. The French lied to us. Oh, that sweet myth of the French paradox. How pleasant it was to think, I'm not drinking, I'm preventing a heart attack. Yes, wine contains resveratrol, a magical substance that supposedly cleans blood vessels like a pipe cleaner. Let's turn on the calculator and common sense. Resveratrol is indeed present, but to get at least some therapeutic effect, you'd have to drink about 100 liters of wine per day. By the time your vessels are cleaned, your liver will have already packed its bags and left the chat. Any benefit from antioxidants in wine is completely outweighed by the harm of ethanol and acetaldehyde. So drink it if you like the taste, but don't hide behind heart health. Alcohol is a poison, even if it's in a beautiful glass and costs as much as a Boeing wing. Fact 3. Morning jogging won't outrun a heart attack. It runs you straight to the orthopedist. Here he is, the hero of our time, a man over 45, overweight and short of breath, who decided to start a new life on Monday. He puts on sneakers and runs on the asphalt, shaking the neighborhood. Movement is life, he thinks. Ha, think his menisci and spine. For an untrained person, especially overweight, running on asphalt is a shock load comparable to hitting the knees with a hammer. With every step, you grind your joints into dust. Evolution designed us for walking, long, boring walking while searching for mammoths, and our ancestors only ran when mammoths were running after them. Want health? Just walk briskly. It's more boring, but at 60 you won't creak like an old wagon. Fact 4. Sea salt is no better than regular salt, it's just dirty salt. You stand in a store. Regular salt costs pennies. A pack of pink Himalayan salt costs like a small gold ingot. They tell us there are minerals, mountain energy, benefits, and we buy it feeling like aristocrats. Chemistry is heartless. Both are 98% sodium chloride. The remaining 2% in sea salt are impurities: gypsum, clay, remains of ancient mollusks, and possibly sand. To get the daily dose of useful minerals from Himalayan salt, you'd have to eat a couple of kilograms of it, which will kill you long before it heals you. So by overpaying for the pink color, you're paying for beautiful rust on your plate. Fact 5. Eggs do not raise cholesterol. Chickens have been rehabilitated. Remember the 90s? Don't eat more than 2 eggs a week. Cholesterol, plaques, death. We choked on oatmeal and looked at fried eggs as forbidden fruit. Poor eggs were declared the main enemies of blood vessels. It turned out that cholesterol in food and cholesterol in blood are not the same thing. The liver produces most of the cholesterol itself, and if you eat an extra egg, it simply produces slightly less of its own. An egg is a perfect protein container created by nature. It contains everything needed to create new life, including a chick if you're unlucky. Throwing away the yolk is a crime against common sense. Eat omelets calmly. Your blood vessels are clogged not by eggs, but by lying on the couch for 20 years in a row. Have you ever stood in a supermarket aisle feeling like a sapper? On the left, deadly gluten. On the right, killer sugar, straight ahead, chemical glutamate. And like a true hero, you choose everything with eco, bio, and no flavor. Spoiler, you were tricked. Now we'll figure out why natural does not mean healthy and why your diet cola is safer than freshly squeezed juice. Fact 6. Brown sugar is healthier than white sugar. It's a tax on color. Ah, noble cane sugar. We put it in coffee feeling superior. It's brown, meaning nature, vitamins, breath of plantations. White sugar is white death. Brown is bronze life. Secret. Brown sugar is simply unwashed white sugar? Seriously, where the brown color comes from molasses, a byproduct of production, essentially technological dirt. Yes, it contains microelements, but as with salt, to benefit from them, you'd have to eat a sack of sugar. Their caloric content is identical. So buying expensive brown sugar means you're paying triple for the manufacturer not finishing the cleaning process. Genius. Fact 7. GMOs will turn you into a mutant. Fear of corn. I don't eat GMOs. I want my children to be humans, not corn cobs. Fear of genetic engineering is medieval thinking with Wi-Fi. We believe if we eat a genetically modified tomato, we'll grow gills or a third eye. In truth, everything you eat contains DNA. Cucumbers, steak, bananas. And when you eat them, their genes are broken down into molecules. Tomato genes don't insert into your genes. Otherwise, pork lovers would have been oinking long ago. And the funniest part, natural selection. Do you know how new varieties were bred before? Seeds were irradiated, and farmers watched what survived. That was called selection. GMO is a precise scalpel, grandmother's methods, a random hammer strike. By the way, the death cap mushroom is 100% natural and non-GMO. Bon appetit. Fact 8. Monosodium glutamate is poison. Chinese restaurant syndrome. CE 621 on the package? Throw it away. They told us flavor enhancer is a drug that burns your stomach and causes addiction. Supposedly, it causes headaches and hand tremors. But glutamate is simply the salt of glutamic acid, one of the amino acids that make up proteins. Your body produces it in tons itself. Glutamate is abundant in tomatoes, Parmesan cheese, mushrooms, and even breast milk. That's why Parmesan and tomatoes taste so good. They contain plenty of natural glutamate. Chemically, it is no different from the one found in a bag of chips. Being afraid of glutamate is the same as being afraid of salt. In large doses, everything is harmful, even water. But a pinch of magic powder won't make you disabled. It will simply make your bland life taste a little better. Fact 9. Freshly squeezed juice is the key to health. Liquid diabetes. The morning of a successful person in movies. Jogging, shower, a glass of fresh orange juice. A symbol of health, a vitamin boost. In reality, it's a glass of liquid sugar, stripped of its main protector, fiber. To get one glass of juice, you need to squeeze 3 to 4 oranges. Try eating 4 oranges in a row. You'll get tired of chewing, but you can drink them in a second. Sugar is absorbed instantly, insulin skyrockets. Your pancreas screams in terror and files a resignation letter. In terms of sugar, orange juice isn't far behind Coca-Cola. You are simply drinking fructose without breaks, without fiber. Want benefits? Eat the whole fruit. Want a fatty liver? Buy a juicer. Fact 10. Low-fat products help you lose weight. Taste like cardboard. In the 2000s, supermarket shelves were flooded with fat-free cottage cheese, 0% yogurt, and milk that looked like water used to wash paintbrushes. The logic seems solid. Fat makes me fat. Remove fat. Become slim. But there's a catch. Fat is a carrier of flavor. Remove fat, and the food tastes like sawdust or foam. To make you swallow it without crying, manufacturers generously add sugar, starch, and thickeners. As a result, your diet yogurt has just as many calories as a normal one. But those are empty carbohydrate calories. Fat is needed for hormone synthesis, including sex hormones. So a man on a fat-free diet is a sad, hungry man with bedroom problems. Eat fat. It's not the enemy. Fact 11. You must walk 10,000 steps per day. The magic of round numbers. Every second person wears a fitness tracker that vibrates if you haven't reached the target. 10,000, a sacred number. Walk 9,999. The day was wasted, health not obtained. Where did this number come from? Medical research? Anatomy? No. It was invented by Japanese marketers in 1964 when they released the first pedometer. The character meaning 10,000 simply looked like a walking man. It was just a beautiful gadget name, Manpo. There is no scientific basis behind 10,000. For health, 6 to 7,000 are enough. The main thing is not to lie like a log. So if you walk circles around your apartment in pajamas at night just to reach the target, relax. The Japanese simply sold you a pretty hieroglyph. Do you feel that? That lightness in your wallet. We continue our crusade against nonsense. If you thought the previous facts were below the belt, now we'll strike right at your faith in miracle pills and exotic shrubs. Your body is not a dirty vacuum cleaner that needs cleaning, and you are not a chemical plant lacking raw materials. Ready to save a couple of thousand at the pharmacy? Then let's go. Fact 12. Multivitamins for prevention are just expensive urine. You walk into a pharmacy, and there they are. Beautiful bottles of everything. For men, for women, for the tired, for those who want superpowers. We swallow these colorful capsules by the handful, thinking we are recharging our batteries. The truth is that if you don't have scurvy, you are not a 15th century sailor, or a specific deficiency confirmed by a doctor. Your body simply won't absorb these horse doses. Vitamins are not gasoline. You can't fill a tank for later. Everything extra your kidneys filter out and send to the toilet. Literally, by taking multivitamins without need, you are making your urine the most expensive and enriched liquid in your household sewer. Bacteria in the pipes will thank you, but your health won't change. Eat normal food. Vitamins there are free. Fact 13. Detox smoothies don't cleanse the body, they cleanse only the conscience. After New Year holidays or a Wild Friday, guilt awakens. We need to cleanse ourselves, and we start drinking green slop of celery and cucumbers, believing it will scrub away all toxins from our sinful bodies. Remember, in medicine there is no such term as toxins in this context. It's metallurgical terminology. You don't have a blast furnace inside. You have a liver and kidneys, two genius organs that detox 24 hours a day for free. If your liver stopped coping, a smoothie wouldn't help. Only intensive care and dialysis. Detox programs are a marketing myth to sell you 3 cucumbers for the price of an airplane wing. You just drink vegetable puree and visit the toilet more often. That's the whole cleansing effect. Fact 14. Superfoods are ordinary foods with a good PR manager. Goji berries, chia seeds, quinoa, spirulina. Sounds like a spell to summon a demon, but costs like Mercedes spare parts. They tell us, this is the food of ancient Incas, monks, Atlanteans. Eat a spoonful, and you'll become younger. Let's be honest, goji berries are just common wolfberries. In terms of vitamins, our cheap rose hip beats them easily. Chia seeds, ordinary flaxseed is no worse, just less trendy on Instagram. Quinoa, meat buckwheat, queen of the fields. Superfood is not a scientific term, it's a marketing label. Any exotic fruit becomes super only while it travels across the ocean. Want a superfood? Buy sauerkraut. It's loaded with vitamin C and cheap enough that even a stingy person won't suffer. Fact 15. Frozen vegetables are not worse than fresh ones, sometimes even better. We pass by frozen goods with contempt. Ugh, dead food, no vitamins. I need only fresh from the garden. And we buy winter tomatoes that taste like paraffin and have the texture of a tennis ball. The nuance is that fresh vegetables traveled in a truck for 2 weeks, picked unripe, ripened in gas chambers. They lost half of their benefits at the border. Frozen vegetables are shock frozen at peak ripeness a few hours after harvest. Cold puts vitamins on pause, so in winter a bag of frozen broccoli is more honest and healthier than a glossy bell pepper that has traveled more than you. Fact 16. Alkaline water will not save you from cancer. It will only save you from thirst. A new trend for the wealthy and anxious. Body acidification. Allegedly, we are all acidic inside, and this causes diseases. You must drink alkaline water with a high pH to alkalize your blood. If you could change the pH of your blood even by 1/10, you would immediately die in convulsions. The body maintains this balance more strictly than a bank guards your mortgage. And regarding the stomach, remember chemistry. The stomach contains hydrochloric acid, very strong acid. When you drink a glass of expensive alkaline water, it falls into a bucket of acid and instantly neutralizes, turning into ordinary water and gas. Congratulations, you have just purchased the most expensive burp of your life. You feel broken even if you went to bed at 10 in the evening on an orthopedic mattress costing as much as a used foreign car. Welcome to the club. We continue to dismantle myths that make you torture yourself and your body. In this block, we will find out why crosswords won't save you from senility and why black bread is often just white bread that returned from vacation. Let's go. Fact 17. Crosswords save the brain from aging. The illusion of genius. I solve Sudoku, so Alzheimer won't find me. We think the brain is a muscle, and if we work it with puzzles, it will stay firm. Bad news. Solving crosswords does not train the brain. It only trains your ability to solve crosswords. You become a retiree who perfectly remembers the capital of Honduras and the synonym for the word era, yet still forgets where the glasses were left. The brain needs novelty. It needs new neural connections. For that, you must learn Chinese, dance tango, or try to understand the settings of a new phone. Routine, even intellectual routine. It's not fitness, it's stagnation. Fact 18. Sleeping on a hard surface is good for your back. The Spartan syndrome. Many men believe a real back should sleep on a door. The harder, the healthier, soft is for the weak. We lie on concrete mattresses and endure the pain thinking the spine is straightening. Your spine is not a stick. It has natural curves shaped like the letter S. When you lie on a board, those curves are forcibly straightened, lower back muscles tense, and hold you all night like guards on duty. In the morning, you wake up not rested but beaten. A mattress should support you, not torture you. It should sink slightly under the hips and shoulders, but hold the lower back. So throw away your door and buy something you can actually sleep on, unless you are preparing for harsh weekdays in solitary confinement. Fact 19. A shot of alcohol at night helps you sleep. Liquid anesthesia. 50 grams of cognac for sleep. The classic. You drink, relax, and shut down. Seems like a perfect switch. The problem is alcohol does not give you healthy sleep. It gives you a sedative blackout. You fall through, but the REM phases, when the brain recovers and processes emotions, are suppressed. All night your body is not resting, but trying to metabolize ethanol. The heart pounds, temperature rises. As a result, you wake up in the middle of the night thirsty and anxious, or in the morning with a head full of cotton. Alcohol is a credit on sleep you take from tomorrow with predatory interest. Fact 20. Black bread is healthier than white. Bread tanning. You come to the store proudly taking dark Borodinsky or whole grain loaf. White baguette is for peasants. Dark means health, fiber, power of the earth. Read the label. Often the dark color comes not from wholesome rye flour, but from caramel coloring or malt added to regular white flour. It's just white bread with a good tan. Their caloric value is often identical. Glycemic index nearly the same. If bread is soft, airy, and dark, it's a fake. Truly healthy bread should be heavy, dense, and taste like a brick. Everything else is masquerade. Fact 21. A gluten-free diet is good for everyone. The hipster tax. Gluten is the new enemy of humanity, feared more than nuclear war. I don't eat gluten, I'm cleansing myself. Marketers rejoice and sell gluten-free cookies at triple price. Gluten is dangerous only for 1% of people on Earth. Those with celiac disease, real intolerance. For the other 99%, gluten is just protein. Moreover, to make gluten-free food edible, since gluten gives texture, manufacturers often add more sugar, fat, and starch. So by rejecting gluten without medical indications, you are simply gaining weight for more money, an elite way to ruin your life. Fact 22. You must eat often and in small portions to speed up metabolism. The hamster life. Fractional eating. 6 meals a day. Carry containers. We were told the body is a furnace that needs constant fuel or the fire will fade and fat will attack. In reality, when you constantly chew, insulin stays high, a hormone that blocks fat burning. You are not speeding metabolism. You are just giving the body no pause to start burning stored fat. Frequent eating is necessary for professional athletes or people with gastritis. An ordinary office worker eating every 2 hours risks only one thing: turning into a well-fed hamster. Eat when you are hungry, not by schedule. Ready for another portion of truth? We will find out why your belly doesn't disappear, even if you do abs until you nearly faint, and why wrapping yourself in plastic in the sauna is role play for fools, not weight loss. Fact 23. You can lose fat only from the belly by training abs. Every man's dream: keep broad shoulders, but remove the rescue ring. We start doing crunches desperately hoping belly fat gets scared and runs. I must disappoint you. Local fat burning does not exist at all. Your body is not a bank where you withdraw from a single account. It loses fat everywhere. And unfortunately, belly fat goes last. It's a strategic reserve for a rainy day. Training abs under a layer of fat only trains muscles under the fat. The belly will only get harder and possibly even visually larger. Want abs? Close your mouth and go for a walk. Abs are made in the kitchen, not on the mat. Fact 24. Sweat is fat crying. The rap myth. Have you seen those heroes in the gym or sauna wrapped in plastic film like sandwiches at the airport? They believe that if they sweat enough, fat will leak out through their pores. Only water and a small amount of salts leave through pores. Fat breaks down inside cells into water and carbon dioxide and leaves us through the lungs when we breathe. Yes, you exhale your fat. By wrapping yourself in plastic, you only create a greenhouse effect, overheat your internal organs, and lose precious moisture. The scale will show -1 kilogram, but it's just dehydration. Drink a glass of water and everything will return. You didn't lose weight, you just dried out like salted fish. Fact 25. Microwaves kill food and cause cancer. Don't heat food in a microwave. There's radiation. The food becomes dead. This myth has lived since the 80s. People really think that a microwave saturates a cutlet with death rays. Microwaves are not Chernobyl radiation. They are ordinary electromagnetic waves like radio or Wi-Fi, just stronger. They simply make water molecules in food vibrate. Vibration is heat. It is simply friction on a molecular level. The only thing a microwave kills is bacteria when heated properly. Vitamins are even better preserved there than during boiling because the process is faster. So fear not the microwave, but the hot plate that can burn your fingers. Fact 26. Potatoes and pasta make you fat. Carbophobia. I'm on a diet. No side dish for me. Carbohydrates have been declared persona non grata. Potatoes, a starch bomb. Pasta, intestinal glue. What makes you fat is not pasta, but the creamy sauce, bacon, and cheese you pour over it. Boiled potatoes are an excellent filling food, containing fewer calories than buckwheat. And pasta made from durum wheat is a great source of energy. The problem is not carbohydrates, but the quantity. If you eat a bucket of mashed potatoes with butter at night, it's not potatoes to blame. It's the lack of self-control. Don't demonize food. Demonize your portions. Fact 27. Cold water hardening guarantees immunity. We have a tradition. Once a year, dive into an ice hole, then tell everyone for a year how healthy it is. Walruses claim cold water makes them invincible to viruses. Immunity is a complex system of cells and proteins. You cannot pump it like a bicep with icy water. Sharp hypothermia is extreme stress for the body. Cortisol and adrenaline spike. You feel vigorous and healthy, but actually your body is panicking and trying not to die. If you have a weak heart or chronic conditions, the ice hole may become not a path to health, but a shortcut to intensive care. Hardening must be gradual and boring, not, hey, hold my trunks. Fact 28. Probiotic yogurt restores microflora. Advertising fairy tale. Took antibiotics, washed them down with yogurt so bacteria will settle in the intestine and throw a party. They sell us tiny bottles priced like gold, promising immunity in every spoon. Your stomach has one important function: to kill everything alive that enters it with hydrochloric acid. It's a protective barrier. Most beneficial bacteria from your yogurt die bravely in the acidic bath of the stomach without even reaching the intestine. Those few that survive are a drop in the ocean compared to the trillions already living inside you. To actually affect microflora, you need medical capsules resistant to acid, not a sweet dairy dessert. Yogurt is tasty, but not medicinal. If you read to this point and still haven't thrown away your gym membership and jar of vitamins, you have nerves of steel or you just enjoy pain, which isn't so bad either. In the finale, we'll figure out why your back hates the couch, why bees don't care about your health, and why immortality still won't shine on you no matter how hard you try. Fact 29. If your back hurts, you must lie down and not move. The corpse pose. Ah, my lower back. Bring me to the couch. I'll lie for 3 days until it passes. This is the first reaction of any normal man to radiculitis. Rest seems like the best medicine. In reality, bed rest for back pain is a direct road to disability. Your vertebrae and discs get nutrition only during movement, working like pumps. When you lie still, blood flow slows, muscles stiffen and atrophy. Modern doctors say, it hurts, get up and walk. Through don't want to, carefully, slowly, but move. Lying motionless is useful only in one case, if you are already dead. In all other cases, movement is the only lubricant for your rusty joints. Fact 30. Honey is healthier than sugar. Bee marketing. We proudly replace sugar and tea with honey. It's a gift of nature. Micro-elements. Bees worked hard. We treat honey almost like medicine we can eat by the spoon. Let's call things by their names. Honey is sugar syrup that an insect regurgitated. Yes, literally into the comb. Biochemically, it is the same glucose and fructose as in your sugar bowl, only liquid and floral scented. It really contains beneficial substances, but in such tiny amounts, less than 1%, that licking a vitamin pill would be easier. And honey has even more calories than sugar. So replacing sugar with honey doesn't make you healthier. You are just eating very tasty, expensive, high-calorie bee vomit. Fact 31. The anabolic window must be closed within 20 minutes. Locker room panic. You've seen those guys in the gym who immediately after the last set mix protein with trembling hands, panic in their eyes. They were told that if they don't pour protein into themselves within 20 minutes after training, muscles will crumble into dust and the workout will be wasted. They were told that if they don't pour protein into themselves within 20 minutes after training, the muscles will crumble into dust and the workout will be wasted. This is a myth invented by sports nutrition manufacturers. Your body does not care about the stopwatch. Muscle recovery lasts 24 hours, sometimes even 48. The protein you ate at lunch is still circulating in your bloodstream. There is no need to choke on warm protein in a sweaty locker room. Calmly go home, take a shower, and eat like a normal human. Your biceps will not run away. They are not Cinderella disappearing at midnight. Fact 32. Herbs are safer than chemicals because they are natural. The survivor's fallacy. I don't take pills. I treat myself with herbs. It's safe. Natural means kind, soft, and fluffy. Chemistry is evil. Nature is mother. Let me remind you that the deathcap mushroom, henbane, hemlock, and curare poison are all 100% natural, eco-friendly products without GMOs. The strongest poisons on the planet were created by nature, not a lab assistant in glasses. Uncontrolled consumption of harmless herbs is one of the common causes of liver failure. St. John's wort, for example, can completely cancel out the effect of your heart medication. Natural does not mean safe. It means unrefined and with unpredictable dosage. Trust dosages, not herbariums. Fact 33. A healthy lifestyle guarantees longevity. The main deception. And here we are at the finale. We run, eat broccoli, don't smoke, sleep on schedule, and believe that this guarantees us 100 years of life. We look at neighbor Vasya who smokes and still lives to 90 and think, that's a mistake. The bitter truth is that lifestyle affects longevity only by 20 to 30%. The rest is genetics and luck. A healthy lifestyle gives no guarantees. It just increases your chances not to fall apart too early and to live your allotted time with quality. You can be a vegan marathoner and die at 50 from a clot, and you can be Churchill with a cigar and cognac and live to 90. Life is unfair, but that is no reason to go wild. It's a reason to relax and stop turning your life into hard labor for the sake of imaginary immortality. Well, we're done. 33 myths destroyed. Now you know that honey is just sugar, the back loves movement, and superfoods are a scam. Live with pleasure. Don't torture yourself with diets that make you miserable. Your body is a biological machine with limited resources, and the best lubricant for it is common sense and good mood. If you enjoyed how we shattered the healthy lifestyle industry to pieces, be sure to watch other videos on the channel. There we dismantle historical myths that will make your hair stand on end and tell how we've been deceived for centuries. Subscribe, like, and write in the comments which useless habit you will get rid of today. See you at the next session of Intellectual Detox.